I'm Merryl, and I live in Texas Corners, Michigan.
My husband is the kind of a guy who always has to have something to do. He's got a brain that doesn't shut off. In fact, if he sat home, he would drive us nuts because he's always thinking, he's always drawing things on paper, he's always trying to come up with his next project.
Our lifestyle really centers around church and our family. And being that our daughter only lives 5 minutes away, we spent a lot of time there or them over here. Cooking and woodworking are two of my hobbies, and barbecuing and smoking are my specialty. I am the poster child of what not to do when you're experiencing symptoms of a stroke. My stroke took place on Sunday, July 31st, 2022. The Friday morning prior to that, I woke up, had a headache, couldn't get back to sleep, so I came down and read for maybe an hour, half hour, and got up to go back to bed, and my leg was like, it wasn't falling asleep, but I couldn't use it. I got back upstairs to the bedroom. My wife asked if I was okay. I said, I don't know, I think I had a stroke, but I feel okay now, because then my leg was working. My headache was gone. Got up at 6, went to work, no problems. Saturday, worked around the house, no problem. Sunday, I went to the grocery store. I'm pushing the cart, and all of a sudden, I get weak, and I would have fallen if I didn't have the cart to support myself. I finished shopping, went to check out, and I noticed that the cashier and the guy bagging the groceries looked at me funny. I took the bags, went back to the car, and drove home. When I got home, I unloaded the groceries, put them away, and went out in the garage to work on a woodworking project. During that time, I noticed that my left hand, I couldn't hold the screws steady to drill them. So after about 15-20 minutes, I came in, I was tired, I sat down and sort of just drooped to one side.
I knew something was wrong right away. I never saw him sit sideways in a chair and hang an arm off the side of the chair. When I saw that, I knew something was wrong, even from the back. I didn't have to even see his face. When I came around front and I saw what his face looked like with a little bit of the drooping, and I thought, I know what happened. Merrill remembers us leaving the house, but he doesn't remember that the 4 of us had to help him get into the car because his gait was so bad. He doesn't recall that at all. He thought he walked all by himself, but he didn't.
As I go back and look at it, I had all of the symptoms for a stroke except for one, and I chose to ignore it. BFAST is an acronym used for the symptoms of a stroke. B stands for loss of balance. E stands for drooping eyes or blurred vision. F stands for face, your drooping face. A stands for weakness of your arms. S stands for speech, slurred speech, and T stands for time, getting medical attention as quickly as possible. My stroke was a blood clot that was blocking blood flow to the brain. So they could have administered the blood thinning drug earlier and maybe reduce the damage to my brain if I would have been quicker in having my wife take me to the hospital. It is a complete blur. They did a couple of CT scans of my brain. The attending physician told me I had a stroke and they were medically treating me for it. The doctor explaining that in the back of my head, the blood vessel that supplies the blood to the brain bifurcates to do two smaller veins. The blood clot was right there where the split took place. Since the stroke, I have to be more deliberate in all of my actions, even grabbing a cup for a drink. One of the things that have driven me, and quite frankly keeps me going, is that I am an example to my whole family that you don't give up because you've had something happen to you. Since the stroke, I finished a storage shed in the backyard, installed a pavilion for barbecuing and smoking, have started refinishing the basement, and have gone to work full time. I have always had the mindset of moving forward, being active, and doing things is the right way to approach to life.